Hey, what is going on, everybody, and welcome to another beginner guide video. And in this, we're going to be talking all about Stark Tech and what your priorities should be with regards to leveling them up. Now, this video is a little bit overdue because there has been an update within the last month or so which changed the speed at which you gain alliance credits and also a reduction in Stark Tech costs for lower levels. But what I really want to get at is which of the origins I personally believe that you should be focusing on. And for better context, I will be using my baby account to share this because this is exactly what I have been doing here and in which order. Now, if you are looking at this video months down the road, it might not be exactly the same, but if you continue the video and listen to my thoughts and reasonings, then hopefully this can also be applied to you, even if you're not watching this right away. So without further ado, let's get this show started. Okay, and so to get things started here, and for those of you who are not familiar with the Stark Tech system here, you want to click on your Alliance button, which is, can be found on the right-hand side of your game screen. And then when you click on the Alliance donation, this is where things have changed a little bit. If you've been, depending on how long you've been playing the game, they've basically made the boxes a little bit more accessible. Now, if you have 24 Alliance members that donate their 10k gold every time, not only are you getting more Alliance XP, so this has actually been doubled, because previously, if you can see behind my little, because I've already donated for the day, is you see 10 Stark credits and 60 XP. This used to be 10 and 30, so they've doubled the amount of Alliance XP that you need in order to gain your levels, which is really good for starting alliances as well. They've also kind of changed the numbers as well. If you want to donate 50 cores, you're going to get, I believe, I can't see properly, that might be 60 Stark credits and more XP. I'm not going to refresh to show you this, but the point is that there's more boxes available than before. You can get a total of 4 boxes now, and you can get more gold as well. So I got 10k gold out of this. You can get 15k here, so you can get like a net positive on your gold. You're getting net positive 15k gold, and you're also getting about 100 more alliance credits than you did before, which is really nice, because previously you would have to donate all 24 members just to get the first 3 boxes. So now not only do you get 4 boxes, but it's easier to get there as well, which is really, really nice. So that's just the beginning bare bones of Stark Tech. So let's get in and dive into some of the philosophies, I want to say, about my Stark Tech leveling. So just a brief overview, you can kind of see, and I'm going to go over each of my tabs and show you what I have right now. This is my baby account at level 79, and I've been working on this ever since Stark Tech got unlocked, and I don't actually remember. I should have done my research. I don't remember what level Stark Tech unlocks. I mean, I think it's pretty early on. Honestly, I think you just need to be in an alliance that has it. I think you can get this pretty early as long as you can join an alliance. But anyways, I know that the restricted, the actual levels though are restricted on the alliance level. So depending on your alliance level, you may not be able to get all the way to 25, for example. So I think it scales maybe every 2 or 3 alliance levels, something like that. I know. But anyways, here for tech. In the beginning, I was very balanced. When I first started playing this game and I first unlocked Stark Tech, I was doing this at a very balanced approach for the most part, but you do want to prioritize health and damage. So you can see that I have like level 10, level 11 in health and damage for tech, and then like 1 or 0 in my tech. So I'll say right off the bat, the reason why this is because there isn't a lot of good tech characters that you actually need to have, especially in the early and mid game. I haven't found a lot of good ones. Now, Kestrel, she shares a tag, a dual tag of tech and skill. What that means when a character has a dual tag, for those of you who are not familiar, that it actually just takes the Stark Tech of whichever one is the highest. So in this regard, if we do jump ahead to skill, I have this maxed out now. I'm 25. Pretty sure okay, except for focus and resistance, it's pretty close. Everything is basically maxed out at this point. So Kestrel is going to take the Stark Tech from skill. And, we're going to really quick look at this. So bio is 17, 15, 10. 10, 10. So I guess I just kind of went for the 10 just as a bare minimum before I sort of went up on some of the other ones. But health and damage is where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck, because that's where you're going to see the biggest improvement on your stats. With regards to armor, focus, and resistance, it's not hugely significant because the stats themselves usually don't scale super high. When it comes to health and damage, that's when you're going to see the scaling of the stats because the numbers are generally larger, and so you're going to see more of that. My Mystic is also pretty high up now. now. 25, 25, 16 armor, 19 and 18 focus and resistance. My mutant is almost non-existent. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I haven't even touched this. Why is this? For the exact same reason I talked about tech. I'm surprised I put actually some into tech at all. For with regards to mutants, I just don't really use mutant characters much at the point in my roster. And to be honest with you, I don't think that there is a lot of early and mid-game mutants that are going to make a significant amount of difference that you need to divert your Stark tech into them, at least as of recording this video. This may change months down the line, where there's going to be some super OP, starting mutants or characters that you can get early on that might actually make an impact. But usually you're going to see a lot of the current impacts in the game with regards to skill and mystic characters, and this is what I want to talk about. So if you're in an account right now that's leveling up your Stark tech, and you're right now, as of the release of this video, then I would really focus on mystic first. And why is this? Because you want to level up your Stark tech for the characters that are going to be most meaningful to you. And right now, some of the most meaningful mystic characters is obviously the Eternals. So you want to really max out their stats as high as you possibly can, and how you're going to do that is by getting your Stark tech up. Of course there's gear, of course there's levels, but aside from that, the only other way that you're going to be able to raise their stats is through Stark tech. So health and damage specifically, because I mentioned that that's really where your focus should be very early on, at least to about like level 20, 20% of your stats increase. And then after that, if you want to kind of do a little bit of a mixture, that's okay. I'm slowly starting to work on them as well. I'm going to get another probably point into armor. I don't know. I kind of do it at this point. I'm just kind of getting all three of them up. But Mystic is really good. Not only do you have the Eternals, very powerful duo. They're useful in like everything, and if you don't have them, you really should have them. But also the new warriors, very strong. Raid characters, very strong. Mystic characters, Cloak and Dagger are city. Deathpool, very strong as well. So there's been a really slew of really powerful mystics, and it's possible that there might be some more coming down the line after the release of this video as well. Mystic is a very strong origin that should be really one of your top focuses for Stark tech. Secondly, I want to talk about skill, because as you can see, I have that maxed out as well. I started my account when Kestrel first came out. So this was like, I believe it was May 2011. At this time, there was a big onslaught of skill characters. Not only did we get Colleen, we got the Heroes for Hire, we had Kestrel, but then right after that, we had the Secret Avengers patch. And they're, even still, as of recording this video, a very, very strong set of characters that you should be investing in, characters that are very strong and easily accessible. Sharon Carter is in the Raid store, Maria Hill is in the War store, Cav Sam a little bit more difficult to get to, but once you're unlocking them, these are the characters that you're going to want to level on top of Kestrel, and they're all skill. And so for that reason, skill is where I started because of where my account started at. But if I were to do the exact same thing now, I would do it in the reverse order. I would go Mystic first and then skill, because of the amount of characters that it covers. There's a lot of good characters in the game right now that are covered by these two origins alone, Mystic and skill. And that's why that you should be considering that. Now, thirdly, in terms of in my opinion, I think probably needs to be bio. I think because we're also in a patch right now that's kind of in the midst of releasing the Web Warriors, and so that's going to get a lot of your extra resources after that. I don't know if this is necessarily a priority. I would still go Mystic first. It's entirely up to you if you want to go skill second or bio second. It's a pretty tough call right now, because the Web Warriors are going to be a very good team, a very good beginner team as well for their tags that they have. And you're going to be using them in a wide range of places. It does cover also characters like the symbiotes, had you still, if you're still investing in them, and for anyone else who's coming up the way. But yeah, this is a good third one, I think. And that's where I'm kind of starting to put some points into myself here. Once I finish up Mystic, I'm going to go back to bio, and I'm going to finish up this, because I'm going to be using the Web Warriors as they come out. We're still a little bit ways off before some of them come out, but or finish coming out free to play anyways, where a lot of new players are going to be. But this is without a doubt a place that you should be considering the third aspect, or your third biggest priority for Stark tech. Now after that, it really becomes difficult, because at this point in the game for tech and mutant, I honestly can't say. I would think, just based on what I know and what's coming in the game, I would probably say mutant, because I think that the next few patches, we've had some rumors with Apocalypse, with Excalibur, and some other strong mutant characters that might be coming to the game. So I might pivot at this point to mutant over tech, but it's really just like it's the dregs that are kind of left over now, in my opinion, when it comes to Stark tech. I would probably say mutant fourth and tech 5th. But at this point, you know, if you're watching this 5 months down the line where there's brand new tech characters that have come out power creep wise and are really, really strong, then do tech, you know, and that's really the main takeaway of this video that I hope that you guys get, is that, you know, focus on the characters that are going to be most meaningful, most impactful, and the strongest right now. Whether or not you're watching this, you know, right now, or you're watching this in 6 months time or 3 months time, you know, if that main meta team is something else, a different origin, then don't be afraid to pivot and finish off your Stark Tech in that category, because I think that's going to be some of the most important advice that I can give you. Right now, it just happens to be Eternals, you know, blowing everything up in the game, but who's to say it's not going to be Mutant Excalibur or the Four Horsemen of Apocalypse or whatever happens to be, you know, whether they're new player friendly or not, I don't know. Or maybe we're going to get some sort of tech team down the line that's going to be really super crazy too. So, you know, it's a really good way to sort of gauge your progress, but also pivot when you need to. So Stark Tech is flexible, is that you don't have to go all in at one time. You know, you can get your Mystics to like 20%, and if by that time you get to 20%, there's a brand new team that you want to get geared up that you think is going to be very good and very impactful for your roster, then go and do that. Go do the Web Warriors for Bio after that, you know, and do that in that kind of order. If a brand new tech team comes out, go do that as well. So I really hope that you guys understood some of the philosophy behind why I choose certain ones over others. And that's kind of important because, you know, before getting to max, you know, I'm probably a fair bit off from maxing out my Stark Tech. I'm maybe about a third way through because I have like nothing in Mutant and I still need a lot more in Tech, and I still need to finish off Bio. So there is a lot of stuff with regards to Stark Tech because I'm not even done here on this account. You know, I think that you probably have to play for about a year at least, maybe a little bit more, to max out your Stark Tech, because I've had this account running for 8.5 months now, and I'm not maxed out. So I think I might need at least another 4 months before I max out my Stark Tech, maybe a little bit more. They have sped this up a little bit and reduced the amount of Stark credits that you do need per level, which is great, and hopefully this continues on. But I do hope that this video helped, and if there's anything I need to clear up, then feel free to make some comments in the comment section down below. Otherwise, yeah, I hope this was informative, and if it was, please smash that like button and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Also, you know, do check me out on Discord. You know, if you want to have a conversation about Stark Tech or anything else, then feel free to do so. You can also find the link to my Discord in the description below as well, so do that if you would like to. So that's the end of this video, and of course, until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.